How's it going, everyone? This is Fun Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Mortal Online, the second era. And today this is episode 69. So I've just logged into the game, and so what's the time of day? I think it's midday right now, if I'm not mistaken. Could be late, mid-afternoon. So what I want to do today is get my character Tybers back to Tindrem, and on the way I'll just just talk a little bit about how I feel about the this whole year of doing Mortal Online videos. So yeah, it'll be I'll be trying to multitask, writing and trying to get my bearings and looking out for player killers and do my commentary, so hopefully everything will go smoothly. Okay, so it's almost the end of the year, and so there's a few days left, before Christmas, and a few days after that it will be New Year's Eve, and of course New Year's. So so it's been a very interesting year for me, I think. I definitely enjoyed doing these Mortal Online videos, and I'm very appreciative of everyone who's been supporting my channel, and or people who have helped me in the game, given me things, or just helped me out in one way or another. I do appreciate all of that. So I've enjoyed not just doing videos, but also just playing this game, and so I am looking forward to the year ahead. And so it's a calm day, and yeah, as you know, my previous episode was helping this one of the players get from Tindrem to Bhakti. I'll just get rid of this torch icon. It's weird. Sometimes I log into the game and my icons will be a little bit messed up. Sometimes I'll get duplicate icons in my hotbars, as you saw just now, the two torches. Okay, and there's a guard tower here. So I think I better go from cover to cover, even though I'm on a fairly fast mount. I don't want to take my chances. There's a razorback. So I'm kind of thinking about what I'm going to do in the new year, in 2015. What sort of things I'm going to be doing in Mortal Online. Because as you know, Mortal Online is a sandbox game, and sandbox games are more towards giving players the tools to do what they want. There are no directed quests, unlike World of Warcraft, so it does take a little bit more player imagination. And I have been reading on the forums recently as well. It seems like every time I go on the forums, there's no shortage of, there'll be sometimes people who post saying that, there's too many griefers, or too many player killers, or whatever. And I just want to comment on that. For those of you who have played this game and you found that it was very hard to play and very frustrating, because you know, you feel that there were too many people who are just riding around, or you know, roaming around the continent, you know, and just, you know, griefing players who are traveling or whatever. Yeah, really, this game is, you know, you do have to be very careful, and you know, when you're traveling, you know, just be aware that, you know, this landscape is, you know, you never know what you're going to find. So, and I'm curious, what is that tower there? I'm just curious. I want to go and have a look. And what is this? Is there something here? Huh. It's rather interesting. Anyway, okay, so spiderlings. It's a sentry. Okay, so I just want to check this thing out. Oh, whoa, whoa. Getting chased by a wolf. So maybe not. Let's just keep moving. So for those of you who, you know, you find that there are just too many griefers, you know, the way to get around this is basically to be, you know, to be more smart in how you play the game. You know, if you're wandering in the wilderness, you know, it's your responsibility to look after yourself, and taking precautions whenever possible. And so, in that regard, I don't find that this game is too frustrating. I mean, when you get killed and lose your stuff, it is very. It always, you know, it's always bad to lose something, but at the same time, I feel that that's what gives this game its charm. It's that you know, whenever you go out there, you're putting yourself at risk. And so there is that risk versus reward kind of feeling to it, and I just want to also just comment about my characters, such as my character here, Tibers. So I have received comments in the past, and you know, in recent times as well, from several players, several viewers. They've said that, you know, my build is probably not the best, and it could be better. So as you know, I've decided to become a hybrid. Now the hybrid character is basically, you know, for me it's fighter and magic, and now so I have received comments and suggestions on how it should be. You know, an ideal hybrid character should be age 23, Vila, minimum height, and you know, if you're going to be a mounted combat character or something like that, you should be a Thursa Curite, height 180, and you know, your attributes should be a certain range. Okay, am I still going the right way? Okay, I think I'm sort of deviating again. Yeah, it should be this way. And so, you know, I've been given suggestions that, you know, maybe it's best for me to recreate this character and make it so that it's, you know, Vila. And you know, so I just want to talk a little bit about that. You know, I can see where those people are coming from, and I do understand the value of that. So I guess the reason why I've always kept this character is because it's not that I'm not aware of the ideal, stats and the, the character heritage mix. It's not that I'm not aware, but it's just that, ever since I created this character, since the beginning, I've always wanted to be a Tindrem slash Callard. So for those of you who don't know, this character here is a Tindrem, half Callard. Okay, where am I? Too busy talking. Heading the wrong way, I think, as well. So I've always wanted to be a Tindrem Callard, and part of the reason why is because that's kind of the character mix that I've always wanted. And so even before I created this character, I was already aware that there's people who have come up with the ideal stats or the ideal build for people who want to play hybrids and that sort of thing. So yes. So for those of you who are wondering why I keep this character, it's not that I don't know, but it's just that this is the character I've always wanted, and because I do like the background and I am into the lore and the role-playing aspect of this game, and so I feel that if I were to play anything other than this character, other than what I've got here, it would kind of feel that I'm playing someone else's character. And I won't feel that I'm playing the kind of character that I want. So for me, it's not so much getting the best stats and everything, but it is about playing the kind of character that I want. And so in that regard, I just that's really the reason why. So I hope that you can understand where I'm coming from. It's not that I don't appreciate feedback on the ideal builds and whatnot, but it's just that this is the character I've always wanted. And I'm kind of thinking, if everyone was to be a Vila or a Thursa Curite, I kind of feel that the world would be a little bit dull, So I am sort of more towards encouraging people to play, just experiment with the player character, the character creation system, and you can go with the Vila for hybrids. If you're planning to go hybrid, then you can go for that. The age 23 Vila minimum height and all those kind of ideal builds that people have suggested. That's good. I do encourage people to just go with what they like best, and just play the game the way you want, and be the character that you've always wanted. And for me, Tybus is the character for me. this character build. So even though in the eyes of some people it might not be the best, but it is this is what I've always wanted. So you can go for that, or you can just play with the kind of character build that you like. I mean, even if it's not ideal according to how some people would believe it to be, but if you're happy with it, then I think that's the most important thing. Just be happy with the current character that you want, and just go with that. But of course, if you want to play the Vila or Thursa Curite, then by all means, I do encourage everyone to just go with what they like, and so yeah. So I'm back, thankfully, with no trouble, and so I'll just park my mount I think I just finished reading Vitalism, which is good. So, okay, I need to get all the equipment off, and so let me just do that. And I will need 1 silver to stable my pet. So obsidian, follow me. Desert horse. Okay, so I hope that I'll be able to bring several more episodes before the new year. But yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to just thank everyone once again for being supportive, and so I very much looking forward to the new year, and so I do hope to see you all in the new year, and I hope to hopefully during New Year's Eve, sometime around there, I'll be able to play this game. Because Christmas period can be a fairly busy time for me as well. There is family gatherings and whatnot, so there's a lot of players today, and so hopefully I'll be able to play sometime before Christmas, sometime before New Year's Eve. So I'm wondering whether there's going to be some sort of celebration happening here. Stable a pet, stable obsidian, and okay. So if I'm able to make it, I will try to be here in the game around about New Year's Eve, and of course I will be releasing the tribute video for Mortal Online sometime around that time as well. So hope that you'll be able to, hope that I'll be able to be here, and if there's going to be some celebrations happening, then I hope to be part of that. But I can't really say for certain at this point yet, because there's going to be some, there'll be family reunions and that sort of thing, and visiting friends and all that. So yeah, see how I go. Hopefully I can be in this game during during New Year's Eve. So I want to thank you all for being with me, in this year when I've done all these Mortal Online videos, and so yeah. Until I do the next video, wish you all a safe and Merry Christmas, and yeah, hope to see you all in my future episodes. So thank you for watching once again, and this is Fine Gaming Connoisseur. Take care.